50,000 people left this city in a single afternoon and never came back. For almost 40 years, it has stood frozen exactly as they left it. Behind the wire of the Chernobyl zone lie the places the Soviet Union built and then abandoned. We're counting down 8 of them, and they get stranger the deeper we go. This is 1,000 square miles of sealed off Ukraine, emptied in 1986 and guarded ever since. Each of these ruins tells a piece of the same story, and the very last one is the reason all the others exist. We begin at number 8. When the reactor exploded, the people were told nothing for a day and a half. Then the buses came. They were promised they would return in 3 days, so they packed for 3 days. At Belay Gate, they were never allowed back. Everything they owned is still in there. Number 8, the amusement park. Its Ferris wheel and bumper cars were meant to open on May Day 1986, a celebration for the whole city. But the reactor exploded just 5 days before the ribbon was cut, and the gates never officially opened at all. And yet, on the morning of the evacuation, the rides were switched on anyway, to keep the crowds calm while the buses were gathered. For 2 hours, the wheel turned for no one. Then it stopped, and it has not moved since. Number 7, a school, one of 15, that served the town's children. They were promised the brightest future in the Soviet Union. Today, the desks sit beneath a thick grey dust, and the chairs are exactly where the last lesson left them, mid-thought. And then there are the masks. Thousands of children's gas masks litter the floors, civil defense kits handed out for a nuclear war the Soviets were always braced for. The war never came. In the cruelest twist, the poison came from their own reactor instead. Number 6 is a place even seasoned explorers refuse to enter for long. The Pripyat hospital took in the very first victims that night, the firefighters who rushed to the burning reactor, not knowing that the air around them was already killing them. Their contaminated uniforms were cut away and thrown into the hospital basement. Nearly 40 years later, those clothes are still so radioactive that a Geiger counter shrieks the moment it nears the door, making this one of the single most dangerous rooms left in the entire zone. Number 5, the Azure swimming pool. Bright tiles, a high diving board, an Olympic-length lane, the pride of a model Soviet town. You would assume it was abandoned in 1986 with everything else. It was not. Astonishingly, this pool stayed open for 12 more years, drained and refilled for the liquidators who worked inside the zone. Men swam laps in a dead city, ringed by empty tower blocks and silent streets, right up until 1998. Only then was it finally left to rot. Number 4, rising straight out of the forest, a wall of steel, half a kilometre wide and 40 stories tall. This was Duga, a colossal radar built to watch for missiles across the horizon. Its signal so powerful, it jammed radios around the world. It was one of the most secret installations in the entire Soviet Union. To hide a structure that could be seen for miles, the army did something almost absurd. They disguised it on every map as a children's summer camp and posted guards to keep the curious away. The soldiers who ran Duga needed somewhere to live, so the Soviets built them an entire town right beside it. Apartment blocks, a school, shops, thousands of residents. They called it Chernobyl 2. But here is the strange part. Number 3 appeared on no map. No road sign ever pointed to it. In every official Soviet atlas, the land where thousands of people lived was printed as nothing but empty forest. It was erased before it was even abandoned. Number 2, the future that never arrived. When the reactor blew, 2 more were half built right beside it. To this day, the cranes still hang over the unfinished cooling tower, frozen mid-swing on the very morning the order came to stop. And number 1, the wound at the center of it all. Reactor number 4. At 23 minutes past 1 in the morning, a botched safety test tore the core wide open, and it burned a column of radioactive fire into the sky for 10 days straight. To bury it, 600,000 people, soldiers, miners, ordinary men, were sent in to entomb the ruin under a shell of concrete. Many never understood the danger they faced. In the end, more lives were spent sealing the reactor than were lost in the explosion itself. And even that was not the end. The first concrete tomb began crumbling within a decade, so the world built a second one over the top of it, a gigantic steel arch, the largest moving structure ever made, and rolled it into place to seal the reactor away for the next 100 years. 8 places, built by an empire certain it had mastered the future, and lost in a single night. Today, wolves, lynx, and wild horses move through the empty streets, and the forest swallows the concrete a little more each year. Next time, we go inside the secret cities the Soviet Union hid in the deserts of Kazakhstan. Subscribe, and we'll take you behind the wire.